Yes, please.
You ready, kids?
We're ready?
Yes, please.
Make me proud. Where's Pat? Where's Pat?
He's away. And Billy's on vacation.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to first read two placards, which are temporary today, and in the next week or so, we'll have the permanent placements. And then I'll give on a little speech, and we'll have a moment of silence, and then we'll move on to our ribbon cutting. So our first placard, on behalf of the BOE, Bogota Athletic Sports Complex, which gave us this opportunity, referendum of March 2023, we start by saying, every moment is a fresh new beginning. This facility stands as a testament to the strength, pride, and vision of the Bogota community, made possible through the unwavering support of our residents and the forward-thinking leadership of the Bogota Board of Education. It lists a set of names. And just one thing I want you to remember, that this placard, it's a legacy for generations to come. A really important placard, which you see right back here, goes a long way. It was a major movement for us, and we've labeled it "Taking Down the Fence." For as long as I can remember, and living in Bogota, about 16 years now, there was always the BOE fields or the BOE park and the Bogota park. And no one ever shared. There was always conflicting interests back and forth, but we just couldn't unite. And over the last few years, working with the mayor and council, the Bogota Board of Education, we were able to do this. And this is a dream come true for many. So I'll read this. The Bogota Board of Education and the Bogota Council proudly came together to remove the fence that once stood between them, choosing unity over division, and the progress over the status quo. Together they created a state-of-the-art sports complex that will not only elevate athletics in Bogota, but also serve as a lasting symbol of collaboration, community pride, and a shared commitment to the future of our students and family. I want to give a round of applause to the BOE, the mayor and council for this unity. We've been waiting a long time for this moment, the renewal of our parks and athletic fields, and it's finally here. This is our chance to show what Bogota is all about. From sports to academics, and now career and technical training, we continue to grow and shine as a community. Many question whether this project would become a reality, but we believed in its purpose, and now it stands as a powerful step forward for our community and its future. We're proud and not shy of the progress we've made, and even more excited about where we're headed. Those who voted for this have been with us every step of the way, and that means everything in the world to this community and the future of these children. None of this would have ever happened without the voters and the supporters who believed in us and trusted us to get it done. Thank you for always standing by us. We did this together, and we're just getting started. So I want to give a round of applause to Bogota taxpayer and residents, because this dream has come true. And right after that, I would like to thank all those amazing people. A special thank you to our superintendent, Damian Kennedy. So when I was first elected to the Board of Education, and I've never actually thanked everyone, I had no clue what it was like. Just take on schools and educators. It's a lot that goes into it, and I couldn't have done it without an amazing team. I will say that I contacted Damian Kennedy, And I said, I know you don't know me. And often in the political world, you hear a lot of he said, she said about people. And I just want you to get to know me. One thing I want to tell you is, I need you, Bogota Park and Fields in Bogota. You have to help me make this happen. You remember that, Kennedy? Kennedy said, I understand where you're coming from. And I said, it's not just me, it's the heart of many. It's been a big request in our community, and we have to make it happen. And here we are today. So a round of applause to Kennedy again. Then I was shortly introduced into Irv never wants to show face. He doesn't believe in taking credit or getting credit, which is amazing. Hour after hour, penny after penny, he puts so much time into making sure that the Bogota taxpayers are protected. I want to thank him because he also had a genius thought process. And when we got the referendum monies, we put in a high interest bearing account, which at the time was just wonderful. And it garnered us over $1 million in interest that we could use towards a lot of the projects in Bogota. So while this is just the field you see today, you're going to see a career technical building, and you're going to see vestibules that protect our children and the safety of our schools. You're also to give high-level fiber optics, more improved computers, and just a more learning and progressive environment. And it's just so wonderful. I want to also thank our Director of Buildings and Grounds, Andre Cano. Thank you, Andre. And thank you to your team. Andre always has a smile. He does it, it's just light. I also want to thank Solutions Architect, and I want to thank Applied Technologies for their excellent information offering, gathering, and working every single part of this ground, every detail, and informing us of everything we could improve. Just so you all know, at one point we only had a few backflow preventers, and then we went on to 12 and 14 backflow preventers. We've done everything possible to try to avoid any backlash from flooding or anything that could occur and hurt this beautiful park of ours, because it is ours. It's no longer the Bogota Board of Education only, it's also the town. So I want to call up the town, mayor and council, please come on to my right, because we couldn't have done this without you. I want to thank our council president, BOE liaison, Lisa Coles. She, I don't know if many of you knew, but I think we were all on different sides of the aisle at one time. But there was one purpose. It was bring Bogota's heart, purple and gold. Bring pride to our community. So I want to thank you for that. I want to thank Johnny Mitchell, and I always thank him in many of my speeches, and people probably wonder why. No one drove me as crazy as John Mitchell. A guy who works for the county, goes around to every town in the county, and is always complaining why they have it and we don't. What do you have to say now, John?
We're just getting started.
We're just getting started. We have it now. So round of applause again to that. Now, I've learned from my parents to always appreciate and remember, because you got to remember where you come from in order to know where you're going. So I always tell children and our youth that. Remember where you come from so that you know where you're going. I want to take a moment of silence for a visionary that always lived in Bogota. He was a big football player. And when I was elected to council, all he can say is how we're going to improve those parks. I remember when he donated purple socks to football programs, and he donated just a bunch of things. His heart was embedded in Bogota. I never understood in the caliber of a professional he was and the amount of monetary value he was worth. He stayed on Larch Avenue. He had a house that was passed down to him, and he loved Bogota. This is for you, Tom Napolitano. So I just want to take a few seconds of silence, if we could do that now. Thank you. I would like to call up our council president, Lisa Coles, who would like to give a few words. Right after her speech, we're going to head on over and and cut the ribbon and finally enjoy a true, well-established park. I want to thank our town administrator and our police department who have its wavering support from these guys. When the fences were up and people were here, they protected the park. With all the cameras, just so you know, we'll have a lot of cameras in this park in the coming days. They have some work on them. And I know they're gonna love it just like we love it, and they're gonna protect us just as we want it. So thank you to Connell, thank you to our Chief May, Captain Liriano, and his police department. Thank you. And last but not least, I can't forget our fire department. I know it's a long list, sometimes just go on and on. When I needed to discuss entry and fences, emergency, they took care of us. They were very responsive. And I know they're here for you under any emergency. So thank you to the fire department as well. Here you go, Lisa.
Good evening. Welcome, everybody. Many years ago, as I left the Board of Education, I said to myself, I hope the new board members continue all the progress that our past board had accomplished. Well, I think we can all say today that they didn't disappoint us. I never imagined that Bogota would ever have a sports facility like this. When the Board of Ed approached the council with their vision, they asked the town to finally take down the fence that divided our properties. Well, as you can see, this was a no-brainer. Now not only can our children benefit from this facility, but our residents can also. Our new partnership with the Council and Board of Ed can continue to do many wonderful things for this town. I would like to give a special thank you to Superintendent Damian Kennedy, Administrator Irfan Efsel, along with Board President Frank Miranda, Vice President Jose Chavez, Board members Susan Cruz, Bissy Ruckert, Trina Olivo, Adelia Alvarez, Adriana Alcavat, Robert Alvarez, and Marco Navarro for bringing their vision to life. Thank you.